So my talk is over high school sports and why they're important to the modern youth. And one of those is going to be time management skills. So it takes a lot into playing a high school sport. You have to not only manage practice times and game time, but you also have to manage your schooling and for most youth a job, as well as having time with your family, because I mean you still are young and living at home. So time management skills just teaches you everything in life. I mean, not only does it help you with like sports and all that, but it's going to help you with your job in the future. It's going to teach you that, hey, I have this, and this to do with my family, but I have a project due for my job at the end of the month, and it's going to teach you how to set everything else up for that. It also teaches you a lot if you're in college, because college, there's so much you have to do. Like, you always have to plan ahead in order to stay ahead in college, and I believe that playing a high school sport really helps you out with that. Next is hard work. So there's a lot of hard work and effort to go into playing high school sport, obviously, and it really teaches you about all those extra steps in order to be great, especially when kids thrive to be the best. They always need to work harder to be the best. So this doesn't just work in sports again, it works in a lot of things outside of sports. It works in your family life, in your church life, in your work life. It just teaches you how to be the best by putting in a lot of work. I mean, it can be anything from, staying a couple hours after your like day at the job is over to catch up on emails or stuff like that, or teaches you like, hey, you have a kid that just said that he hated you and how to deal with, that kid of yours. And then lastly, it teaches leadership skills. So it teaches you how to be a leader among like your peers, because a lot of kids when they play sports they want to win, so they always have to pick up their teammates. Especially when you play on a team sport, you have kids that will strike out or they'll fumble or they'll miss a shot and they get down on themselves, and it teaches you how to pick them up, but it also teaches you how to hold them accountable, what you have to do in the work life. You have to hold your employees accountable if you're boss, or if you're not, you have to still hold your fellow employees accountable so that way your business doesn't fail. But you also have to do on your family life. If you have a kid that, if your son or daughter is failing in a math class, or if they're not listening or doing anything like that, it teaches you how to better take care of them. But there's also negatives that come to playing a high school sport too, and most of that has to do with nowadays football. Ever since the kind of understanding of CTE came out, there's been a lot of negative that goes towards playing football, and a lot of parents are worrying about just the safety of their kids. And yeah, there's a lot that can happen. I mean, not just in football, in baseball, or in volleyball, or soccer, anything. You can get injured, and that scares a lot of parents away, but it's when you handle and see all the positives that come out that you can really still play the sport. Because, for instance, I broke my wrist playing a sport, but my parents still pushed me to play a sport, and that kind of helped me in my life. And not only did it make me, stronger at time management, hard work, and leadership, but also got me to a college where they pay for my college. And there's a lot of bonuses that come out of that. And I just think that with a high school sport, with all the benefits that come out of it, I feel like most kids should try to play high school sport, especially on a team atmosphere. That's it.